Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Great Western Shootout here at Abington-Avon High School in Abington, Illinois. I'm Dwayne Hulett. I'll be bringing you a couple games here. John Reynolds is coming later. Happy to have Wyatt Reed sticking around for just a little bit of this one. And Wyatt, you've seen quite a bit of basketball already today here at the Great Western Shootout.
It was an early morning. I won't lie, after doing games last night and here in Abington. But you know what? Happy to do it. Happy to bring one of the great shootouts here in the state of Illinois. We got a loaded lineup. You've seen the teams throughout the day putting on a show. A lot of offense, I feel like, here today. We've gotten the chance to see. We saw a 30-point game. We saw a 25-point game today. It's been pretty special on the offensive side, at least, and happy to be a part of it here, Dwayne.
Yeah, it's always great basketball. We got some really good games coming up here in Peoria, Notre Dame, playing Rockridge. Rockridge, of course, the number 3 seed in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament that we'll be broadcasting all 26 games of next week. You'll be calling
I'm excited.
quite a few of those.
I'm excited to be on this. First time getting to do the holiday tournament. Wasn't able to do it last year, but happy to be a part of that. And, boy, there's going to be a lot of these teams that we're seeing here today at that tournament, and it's going to be some more good basketball. It's a couple of great weeks. This is a great time to be a basketball fan here in the state of Illinois, and we get to be a part of it here at TSSR, and couldn't be happier.
Well, you mentioned you're going to get 2 pretty good games coming up here, so you're welcome to stay as long as you want to.
I'll stick around as long as the voice holds up.
But this one should be pretty good. The next one, a pair of state-ranked 2A teams, number 1 ranked Emmanuel against number 8 ranked West Hancock is coming up next here from the Great Western Shootout.
Even if I don't get to stick around, I will definitely be tuning in, though, here on TSSR. That will be an excellent matchup here.
Here's the starters for tonight's contest, or this afternoon's contest, actually.
See, I've been saying tonight since 9 a.m. this morning, Dwayne, so no shame in that.
We'll tell you about the starters when we get everybody announced here. Well, that's an easy way to start things off. All of them right at the top of the list.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had something like that. You always have that one that's always down at the bottom of the list here, it seemed like, during the first 4 games of the day. So a little more scattered, it looks like, on the Rockridge side here, looking at the scoreboard off to the right. But, boy, this is going to be a good one here. Peoria Notre Dame, always a really good team. And Rockridge, as you mentioned, 3 seed in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. No slouch either, so got some great matchups here this afternoon.
Landon Bull back with seems like he's been playing forever. He's back with Rockridge. He was the player of the tournament last year.
He's got a better beard than I do right now. I trimmed mine up a little bit there. He's got a pretty good beard out there.
Yeah, he
for a high schooler.
Does not look like a high school kid, does he? So the starters for tonight, or this afternoon, Peoria Notre Dame, the Irish. It's Zach Nerthery, number 2. Number 10 is Thatcher Hogan. Number 12 is Kevin O'Donnell. Number 13, Will Lynch. Number 14, Jack Campbell. Jumping it up, number 3 is Caleb Kaneko for the Rockridge Rockets, who win the jump. Peoria Notre Dame will have possession. Oh, what a pass from Landon Bull. 2 points for Wade Richhart.
And that kind of ball movement right there is why they are the 3 seed at that Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Great move, great cut to the basket.
As we are underway, and a foul is going to be called on the Rockets, I do believe. It's going to be on number 4, Landon Wheatley, his first, team's first. So they're winning in all categories right now. They got more fouls and more points.
They are.
It's inbounded. Backing it out up top, number 14. That goes out of bounds. Number 14 is Jack Campbell. I had to erase these. I can't hardly read them in the daylight, or underneath this fluorescent light, I should say.
Yep.
And into the corner. This is Notre Dame in the green, the Irish. And a travel is going to be called on Jack Campbell. Possession to the Rockets. Notre Dame had a good day yesterday. Got a big win over Indiana.
That they did.
Not these Notre Dame.
Not
Irish,
these Notre Dame, but.
And that's off the backboard a turnover. Back the other way it goes.
Well, even though that was a turnover, it looks like the MO here for Rockridge is get it inside. Try to force fouls, maybe get close to the basket. Get the easier shots the closer to the basket you get.
Yeah, a lot of teams are inside out or outside in. We've seen them go outside in, and that time they were trying to go inside out when the pass ended up to hit the backboard. So they obviously have some talent and some experience in winning some basketball games. 3, top of the key, short. That was off the hand number 13, Will Lynch, to go back the other way. A 3 trying to respond by Caleb Kanuko, and he gets a triple.
That was really quick. Just the blink of an eye. Rockridge is putting that shot up.
A 3 in transition. The man defense is smothering right now from Rockridge for these Peoria Notre Dame Irish. And speaking of that, nearly got a steal, but coming up with it was Zach Nerthery. Comes up top. Lynch with it, near side, 3 on the way. That's Campbell. It's off no good. Rebound tipped out to Nerthery. He's going to try and drive, has it tipped away from behind by Landon Bull. Now that's supposed to work opposite. The little guy's supposed to do that to the big guy, not vice versa, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? That's they say it's not the size of the dog; it's the fight in the dog, something like that.
Not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the not fight. The dog size of the dog in the fight. It's the fight of the dog and the dog. I can't get it out. Just shut up. Campbell with the layup, up and in.
Nice play there. Driving to the basket. Again, the easier shots, the closer you get to the basket, and that was a nice move right there.
He gets the Irish on the board. Landon Bull from downtown nails a triple. And the big guy hitting one from at least college range, if not NBA range.
I mean, they must have been watching Macomb in the last game because Macomb was hitting a barrage of threes in that last game here at the Great Western Shootout.
And a turnover back the other way. That's at least 2 for the Irish, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. It'll be the first on the Irish of the quarter. It's going to be on number 10. That's Thatcher Hogan. His first, team's first. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Bull again, left wing this time. That one's no good. Rebound tracked down by Landon Wheatley. Hey, you're a little farther out. Maybe you should try that from the 10-foot line. He shot right at the three-point line. Left side, Kanuko for 3, and it's good.
Man. They are not afraid to shoot it up. I know they like to go inside, but boy, they'll take the threes if they're open, and they've been open so far here for the Rockets.
3 triples already, and we're just over 3 minutes into the game. They have shot 5 of them, made 3 of them, and if you're going to shoot at that kind of percentage, you're going to win some basketball games.
Like I said, I think they're just taking a page out of the Macomb Bombers book that we saw in that previous game there. I never got a chance to count how many threes they had, but everybody was hitting threes. Even guys in cleanup time were hitting threes in that game. So Notre Dame, this is going to be an interesting next couple of possessions here. They got to get some defensive stops, try to stop the momentum before this thing starts to get out of hand here. Still single-digit deficit, but you can definitely feel all the momentum for the Rockets here in the early going.
Yeah, the timeout charged to the Irish, and it's understandable. You know, you see a guy like Landon Bull, you see some height and speed, you pack it in, maybe make them beat you from 3, and then once you see they're going to do that, you have to maybe change your defense up. So we'll see if they try to switch things up a little bit here out of the timeout.
But we're seeing the athleticism, though, of Rockridge, too, coming inside, too. So Notre Dame doesn't really know what's coming at them, whether they'll drive to the basket or kick a 3 from deep.
Hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see that. Say hey to you. Plus the kids, if they go back and watch the game, can see who's been watching them, who was here for them in the live chat.
A lot of kids do that, I will say.
Ronnie Spinks in the game, number 23 for Peoria Notre Dame. And a shot up. You might have heard the 3-2-1. That was a shot by Hogan. It is a shot clock tournament or shootout. Oh, what nice a pass. And a layup for Hogue or for Bull. And was that number 24, I think, on the pass? Richard?
Yeah, I believe so. Beautiful look, beautiful find cut into the basket there.
Well, there's a nice little hesitation and pop up. Hey, there's Chris Derry watching from Bloomington. Chris, I got a couple emails from you. I appreciate that. Started sending that information around to all the guys calling next week's games. The 3 on the way by Canuco. Good again.
Goodness gracious.
Chris, are you ready for this, bud? There's some outside shooting taking place here this afternoon for some of these tournaments. It's going to be at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Chris is in charge of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament website. That's holidaybasketball.com, excuse me, holidaybasketball.com. Oh, nice little pump fake, up and under move. It can't finish.
That's just the start.
For Jack Miller.
Just the start it's been here for Notre Dame.
Landon Bull pump fakes on the 3. Canuco says, hey, I'm hot, I'll take it, and I'll nail another one.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy smokes. That's 4 triples for Caleb Canuco, and it's 19-2. But anyway, Chris does the website. It's an awesome website. There's all kinds of history. All the teams are on there. There's a 3 on the way trying to answer off the hands of Campbell. No good, and Richhart with the rebound. Skipping it across. Canuco again, no way.
Oh.
Nope, that one's off. Just by a smidge.
That was a heat check right there. Just wanted to see.
Is everything I'm throwing up going in, or can I miss something?
I mean, we've seen a 30 burger here so far in this Great Western Shootout, so that might be in jeopardy with 12 already.
And Campbell with it in the corner. Kicks it out. He might have got away with a travel. There's a little floater by Netherby.
Man.
Off, no good. Or no, that's not Netherly. That's Hogan, excuse me.
Notre Dame's getting good looks. They're just not going in for the Irish here in the early going.
And there's that long 3 again off the hands of Bull. It's no good. So maybe they're coming back to reality a little bit. Chris Derry says he's ready. Oh, I'm ready, he says. I'm ready for some Christmas food and then basketball.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Nice move there.
That's a nice take down there for Ronnie Spinks. And he gets the bucket. Under 2 minutes to go now. 1:45 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's been a pretty fast quarter. Down low looking. Gets it down low from Bull into number 12, Balin Lehmans, but he can't finish. Good defense down there at the post for the Irish. Now down low it goes. That's Jack Miller. 3 in a corner now off the pass back to Hogan. It's off, no good. Rebound picked up off the floor by Wheatley. Now he has it back over in the corner of Canuco. Back to Wheatley. Bull now down in the post wanting the basketball and didn't get it to him. Now they're going to switch. It is a 2-3 zone now for the Irish, trying to spread that out, though. It's a really spread out 3. Richhart for 3, corner, off, no good. Bull with the rebound.
Boy. Even when they're not missing, Rockridge is doing a great job rebounding the basketball. That might be the first mistake they've made here this afternoon, throwing that one at the scorer's table.
Richhart overestimated the jumping ability of Lehmans there, it looked like.
A little bit.
52.4 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Netherby, excuse me, back in. Spinks with it. That is Graham who's in the game now. Spinks, Northery. Back to O'Donnell.
Looks like Rockridge might have switched up their defense a little bit. It's a little 2-3 zone after going man-to-man to start.
I think they're playing a switching man, actually, and there's an over and back violation. I only say that because I saw Bull come from the top to the bottom.
You might be right there, but boy,
it's a really big-time switching man.
Kind of disguised it a little bit. It looks like a zone, but
24.7 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Bull has it right back. It goes to Wheatley of the Chase variety. He's in the ball game now.
Shot clock's off. Rocket's going to take the final shot maybe.
Bull looks down low. It's tipped away off of Peoria Notre Dame with 12 seconds exactly left here in the first quarter. It's going to be inbounded by Landon Wheatley. And that ball thrown away, tipped around, falls into the hands of the Irish. Shot up and in at the buzzer by Zach Northery, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. 19-6, but it was 19-6 with about 3 or 3.5 minutes left. The scoring dried up a little bit for the Rockets late in the quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching the Great Western Shootout from Abington-Avon High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back here to Abington-Avon High School in Abington, Illinois, the Great Western Shootout. And I know Wyatt has said this a time or two, but one of the best shootouts in the state of Illinois. Reed Kelso does a fantastic job with this thing, and it's kind of his baby, and he is building it into something very special.
Yeah, he takes a lot of pride in this, and you see it just by how much time and effort goes into it. And we saw it last week, too, during that holiday tournament that they had, the shootout for the ladies' side. I mean, Kelso takes it very seriously here at Abington-Avon, and this is one of the great venues in the area to watch a basketball game.
Yeah, it's a great place to watch basketball. They get a lot of sectionals and regionals. And 3 on the way, barely kept the toe off. That was from Graham. Now outlet in a hurry. Nice pass, great fast break basket for Balin Lehmans.
They're beating them in a number of different ways. From 3, getting it inside, and now moving in transition. That was a beautiful outlet pass for the Rockets.
There's from the extended left elbow, shot off no good, again from Graham. Kanuko gets it across to Chase Wheatley. Now to Landon Wheatley. Landon will have it, back to Chase it goes. Back down to Landon. Down in the corner, Kanuko for 3. It's in and out, no good. And he's missed his last 3 now. That ball, that's going to go off of, that's what I thought, off of Northery, and it'll be Rockridge basketball. Richards checking back in, checking out as Lehmans for the first time. Not real deep, I don't think the Rockets are. That's the one thing I've heard. They aren't real deep, but they are very good. If they can stay in the ball game, they're going to be tough to beat down the stretch. Wow. Chase Wheatley for 3. It's in and out, no good. But they've all been close. They just can't get one to fall. 6:40 remaining here. So I think I might have jinxed him when I said they were 3 of 5. Kanuko made a couple after that, but they went dry from outside the arc here of late. Graham comes to Spinks. Spinks looks to drive. Oh, nice little spin move. Hops into the lane. Throws it off Graham's foot. Back. I want it. No, you want it. No, I get it. Left
just
wing.
like he drew it up right there.
Sean Graham gets the bucket.
That was something else.
You take it. No, you take it. No, you take it. Okay, I'll shoot it. Landon Wheatley with it. 6:03 remaining in the first half. 3 on the way. That one's good by Kanuko. And he's back on the scoreboard.
I was gonna say,
he's got 15, all from outside the arc.
Yeah, that's.
There's a 3 on the way. It's off front iron, no good. That was off the hands of Jack Miller. Rebound to Richart. Now a pass to Bull from Richart from a couple green jerseys, unfortunately.
I mean, everything seems to be going right here for Rockridge. Even plays that should have been intercepted there by Notre Dame fall into the hands of Rockridge, and they get an easy layup out of it.
Yeah, if we were playing, well, I thought they were going to take another 3. If that was a long shot. I was going to say if it was hockey, the second assist, there's a foul from behind. We're going to have our first free throws of the game with 5:14 to go. I believe the foul is going to be on number 22, Jack Miller.
You and I both commented on the how fast the first quarter went by. We only had 2 fouls between the 2 teams, 1 on each side, and that's the first foul, and we're almost 3 minutes into the second quarter. And the first free throws all the way here in the second quarter.
Was on number 14, Jack Campbell, right?
Looks like number 4, actually.
No, they don't have a number 4.
Oh, they don't have a number 4.
So that had to be 14. That's the only one with a 4 in it out there. First one is good. Rich Hart missed the second one.
Notre Dame's got a number 4, Patrick Graham. Or did they not put him on the roster?
He wasn't on the roster according to what you gave me. And he's not on the floor.
That's true. Yep, you might be right. Number 14, we'll go with that. I'm just as confused as you are.
Oh, what a pass!
Goodness.
Richard gets the reverse layup. Landon Bull, that's not fair.
Is that a no-look pass? That was one of the great passes I've seen all day.
Blocking foul is going to be called on number 10, Magnum Chisholm, excuse me. His first, team's first of the quarter. He kind of grabbed at his tailbone when he fell down too. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he took a hard shot right there.
Pair of 10s battling it out. Yeah, it is a man, but man, they are sagging.
Yeah.
Sagging way off. There's a baseline jumper. Good for Thatcher Hogan. And that was Landon Bull's guy who had sagged way off into the middle of the lane.
Well, even though they've been playing some good defense, Notre Dame's been getting some pretty good looks here today, it looks like.
Hogan is going to pick up a foul, his second.
Just haven't been able to get the baskets to fall. You feel like if you get a couple more baskets, you can't get it all back at once, but get a couple baskets, get a couple of stops. That's going to be the hardest part, though, against Rockridge is slowing down this offense.
Yeah, it's 29-10 right now. Now Bull is double-teamed. Canuco, they leave him open, and he misses another one. Rebound to O'Donnell, and it goes back the other way for the Irish. And the Irish need to take advantage of 2/3 at least if they want to get back in this game of the misses from Rockridge.
Yeah.
Shot off, no good, short by Campbell. It was rebounded by the smallest guy on the floor, Chisholm. Into the corner. He doesn't even look to shoot. Gives it back to Bull. Bull, NBA 3 left wing off, no good. That thing was long range.
One wide open in the corner. He doesn't shoot. And then the big man up top shoots it from NBA range right there.
Oh, nice move by Hogan. He kicks it out. Spinks with it now after Campbell gave it up.
Nice drive inside. Nice layup there for Notre Dame. Again, just trying to get a little bit of confidence going. Good look there by Spinks.
Spinks off the bench has played very well for them.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, into the corner. Rich Hart for 3. It's good. He gets into the 3 party.
If it's not one, it's the other, it looks like here. You try to shut down Kaneko, but it doesn't matter. They have so much great shooters.
Oh, nice drive. Counted in a foul. Will Lynch gets the bucket. Fouls on number 14, I believe. Team's second foul. So Will Lynch is going to get the only way to shoot one free throw in today's high school basketball game, and he missed it.
I mentioned that in the last game. I missed the 1-and-1. I don't know about you, Dwayne, but I do miss the 1-and-1. Brought a lot of strategy into basketball, but that's another argument for another day.
I think they ought to do 4 and 6 or something and bring back the 1-and-1.
You know what? I agree.
I do like the fouls resetting at the quarters, but
it's grown on me. I will say that.
I miss the 1-and-1.
I do too.
2:03 remaining. Landon, man, did he get hip checked from Hogan and no foul called.
These officials are not calling anything.
There's a pretty good little push right there. It goes out of bounds, and Lehman's kind of turned around and looked at Graham there or Jack Miller and said, "Come on now, this one is getting physical." I
mean, when they're not calling the fouls. We've only had 6 fouls between the two teams so far through almost 2 quarters of basketball.
Hogan pull-up jumper, good.
You think that's his spot? That's the second time we've seen him pull up from there. Good look. Notre Dame's cut it down to 16. Don't look now. The Irish, a little bit of momentum. Got to get some more stops defensively going into halftime, though.
Yeah, if you could get this down to 10, you'd feel pretty good about it.
Good ball movement.
Canuco says, no, not today. He has 6, count them, 6 triples here in the first half.
They got to be getting close to 10 as a team, Rockridge, right?
Oh, they're over 10.
They're over 10, okay.
Or at 10. Let me see. Oh, I guess they're only at 8. My bad.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Only 8.
We're so far off.
Hogan with it. Shot clock violation. What defense there by number 10, Magnum Chisholm. Go ahead, sorry.
And that is just the growing pains that we've seen. We've seen it a couple of times here. Not as much as I thought we would, but you've seen a couple of times where teams, aren't used to shooting with a shot clock.
Well, the thing I did notice is there's Landon Wheatley for 3. He wants to get into the party. He's off short. Rebound goes to Jack Miller. I was going to say, the last time you noticed we had the countdown, and even the bench forgot to count that time.
They did.
Ooh, nearly threw that away, but good hands by Will Lynch. But then Will Lynch throws it away. Bull comes up with it. He goes the other direction.
Whoa.
And he slipped, I think.
He fell backwards, too. Did he find a slick spot there?
I think so. That's what Landon Wheatley's going to look at. And they're going to check it out. He stopped and wanted to toss the ball. 11.3 seconds remaining, and now we're down to 6 seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot is up and off, no good by Notre, I believe it is. And that's the end of the first half of play. 35-16 the score. The Rockridge Rockets lead by 19 at the end of the first 16 minutes of play. We'll take a break. You're watching the Great Western Shootout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of a interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community, and it's been a great 2024 so far, and we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back to Abington-Avon High School, the Great Western Shootout here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Wyatt Reed hanging out alongside on a very fast first half of basketball. I have a nasty suspicion that we might not get so lucky in the second half. It was getting pretty physical down the stretch there.
It certainly was. When you realize that the officials aren't calling anything, you may want to try to push that envelope a little bit more. We'll see if the officials start calling some more stuff. I don't know, but it was an interesting a shooting clinic from Rockridge, who as you mentioned, the 3 seed in that upcoming Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, and they kind of showed why.
And the 4 seed Macomb made easy work of Scales Mound in the last game. So we got 3 of the top 4 seeds are here today in this tournament. Peoria Christian, the number 2 seed, the only one not here today in the shootout. Looking at some stats, game high 18 points for Caleb Kinnico, and he has, count them, 6 triples.
Could have had more too. He had some open looks that he just missed. You're not going to make them all, but he was red hot there in that first half.
Yeah, he's probably still 50% or close to it, I bet. I didn't keep track of his misses, but he did go on a stretch where he missed 3 or 4, but I bet he's 50% at least.
Probably pretty close.
8 points for Wade Richards. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Shot the only free throws of the game for Rockridge. 7 points for Landon Bowl, who nailed a triple from college range from the right wing, lofted a couple NBA range threes as well. But his big thing is he had 2 beautiful assists.
Really?
One to open the game, and then one later in the game as well.
Yep.
And then we have 2 points for Balin Lehmans, who was the beneficiary of the second Landon Bull. Great no-look pass, as you pointed out.
Yep.
And then spread out scoring for Peoria Notre Dame. The Irish, they have 6 players in the scoring column. Problem is their leading scorer has 4. Ronnie Spinks off the bench has 4, and Thatcher Hogan has 4, and those all came late in the second quarter. Zach Nerthery has 2. Will Lynch has 2. He shot the only free throw, singular, of the half for the Notre Dame Irish, as he had an and one that he missed. And they have 2 points for Jack Campbell, 2 points for Sean Graham, and that is the scoring. It's 35-16, and we said that they being the Irish, needed to take advantage of some misses from Rockridge down the stretch. They kind of did it for a span, but those 3-pointers have just been killer. I mean, if you let's just take the 3-pointers off the board and make them 2. This game is suddenly a whole lot closer.
Yeah, 3s are certainly better than 2s. I know that's the philosophy for a lot of people in basketball these days. That's why you see so many teams in the ranks of the NBA and the college realm shoot so many of them, which is kind of watered down. It feels like the quality of basketball. But when you're making them the way that Rockridge is making them here tonight, you look like a genius the more you shoot them. And 6 threes you saw from just one kid alone here today. That was pretty special there the first half.
Yeah, I don't know what the IHSA record is for threes in a game, but if he could hit 6 more, he'd got to be close to it, I would think.
You know what? I'm going to look it up while you do the play-by-play to start here.
As we get ready to go with the second half, we'll change it to the third quarter, as I forgot to do that early on in the second quarter, but we got it underway. It looks like both teams' starters back on the floor here. That's Landon Wheatley with it. He comes up to Lehmans. Right side back to Wheatley. Now to Kaneko. Lehmans. Kaneko. Back to Lehmans. It's a 2-man game right now. And Bowl sets a pick. That comes to him. He's going to try the 3. Just left to the top of the key, and he hits another triple. And we start the second half the same as the first half started for the Rockridge Rockets. They're up by 22, largest lead of the game. Hogan has it. He's going to go to Nether. Is that Netherly? It was. Hogan again. Now Campbell with it. He's going to drive on Bull. Oh, a little up and under move, and he gets a great layup there. That was a nice move by Jack Campbell. He's got 4 points in the game now.
You know, you mentioned something during the half. It felt like Peoria Notre Dame actually played really well in the second quarter, but you looked at the scoring in the second quarter. They still lost the second quarter by 6 points. That's just the kind of day it's been for the Irish.
Hogan misses a 3. Bull with the rebound. Yeah, and they did play a lot better, especially down the stretch, but they allowed them to get out a little bit at the beginning of that quarter again, and that couldn't play enough catch-up to get it brought back down.
I have the answer, by the way, for the most made 3s in a game.
15?
When we get the chance.
There's a 3 by Kanuko.
What if I told you it was over 15?
18?
Yeah, you were close there. 17.
17.
Jaden Shoot from Yorkville in 2019.
He's only 10 away. He's got 7 of them now.
He needs 11 to get into this list.
And they're going to call that on the floor, no shot. Foul.
Is that even allowed him to shoot? Maybe that's why they called the foul, you know. Call it on the floor. You can't shoot it too.
Kevin O'Donnell, team's first. Kanoko Oh, he missed the three, but it doesn't matter because he got fouled. Hogan put a hand right in his chest, and he's going to get 3 free throws. That's a frustration foul right there.
Yeah, I think so. And that's how that's about the only way they've been able to stop him from getting these open looks. But now he's going to have the chance to put in 3, and it's going to be a 3 either way.
Hits the first 2. He ain't wasting any time either.
No, he is not. Get the ball, put it up.
He's going to miss this one. Oh,
Well,
I said he's going to miss it because he took a little time that time.
yeah.
5:55 to go, and it's a 26-point game now.
What was that, 10 total seconds to shoot 3 free throws right there?
Something like that. It wasn't. Blocked from behind by Kanuko.
Doing it on both ends.
Oh, now Lehman's out to Kanuko for 3. It's in and out, no good. Oh, he's trying to sneak. Did you see that? Behind the play, he was trying to sneak in for a steal. No luck. Hogan didn't fall for it. Campbell. Back to Campbell it goes from Northery.
Surprised I didn't get called for a reach-in.
Oh, he gets a nice bucket there as Landon Wheatley was all over him.
Again, these officials are just letting them play.
Campbell's got all 4 of the Irish points here in the half. Down to 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wheatley to Bull, corner. Going to go for 3. That's in and out, no good again. Richhart with the rebound and the putback.
Rebounding for Rockridge. They haven't missed a lot of shots here today, but the times that they do, they've been rebounding the ball really well offensively, creating second chance points and getting those easy buckets.
There's a 3 up and in and good for Kevin O'Donnell. That's his first bucket of the game. I don't know if Kanuko was ready for that or not. He's going to try a 3 again. That's off wide right. He went through this streak in the first half too. He made 3 and then missed 3 or 4, and then he made a couple more.
I think he's just recalibrating himself.
Campbell tries a 3. It's off, no good. Wheatley with a rebound down to Bull. Bull's going to spin in, put the shot up. I was going to say that has to be a foul, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be on Campbell.
That was a good outlet pass right there, running the fast break there for Rockridge. Landon Bull. And he's the bigger guy on the floor there for Rockridge, but you wouldn't know it by how fast he can get up and down the floor.
A little more free throw opportunities here in this quarter. First one's off, no good for Landon Bull. And this is what I remember from the holiday tournament last year, I believe. Rockridge does not rebound on free throws sometimes. They'll just go back and.
Well, I guess it prevents the
silly foul, right?
Well, it prevents the transition if it's a short one, but, you get a second chance point.
Did he do that on purpose?
As the bank is open on a Saturday afternoon.
Did he do that on purpose?
I don't know if that was on purpose or if he'll take it.
It kind of looked like he did it on purpose.
I think he did.
The way he kind of just turned around and walked away, I think he did it on purpose. Back to a 24-point game. Spinks back in the ball game, has it. He drives. Man, Wheatley is all over him. Oh, what a move, though. Spinks has played very well. He's got 6 points.
Yeah, he's been impressive coming in off the bench. One of the few bright spots.
That's over.
Should have been over and back.
I thought so, too.
Wow. Rockridge takes advantage of that.
What was that, a 2?
That was a 2.
Landon Wheatley, right?
Yep.
I was interrupted by Brandon Thomas. Brandon Thomas popped in the live chat, said interrupt the broadcast. Stop it, because Brandon is watching.
Uh-oh.
He's got something he should be doing today. He shouldn't be watching basketball. I mean, there's a 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Spinks, step back 3 at the end of the shot clock.
Oh, my goodness. What a shot.
Landon Wheatley, baseline, kicks it out top. Landon Bull, top of the key. That's short, but it rattles around and falls through.
Because, of course, it does.
That's shooter's touch there, right?
A little bit. That's what they like to call it.
He found the shooter's touch because he banked the last one in.
He did.
There's a steal by Bull as Spinks lost it. Bull's going to go the other way. A little hesitation and left it hard off the glass, but Lehman's with the rebound and the putback.
And second chance points, too, are paramount in any basketball game, and you're seeing it working.
Hogan for three. It's off, no good. Oh, man, oh, lie.
Whoa.
Landon Wheatley just got ran over by Hogan, and Hogan has 4 fouls now. That's the 4th of the quarter on the Irish.
Do you think some of those are frustration fouls, though? For
the 3-point, the one on the 3 was definitely a frustration foul. We're going to go 1-2-2 zone press here, it looks like, with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Down low to Lehman's. Lehman's shots up off, no good. Kind of rushed that a little bit. A rebound by Graham. Now Spinks into the corner. 3 on the way. Off, no good. Rebound Conoco, and it'll go back the other way. And they are all up in the grill now. 1-2-2 zone here, it looks like.
One thing I will say about Rockridge.
Maybe it's still man.
It might be, but one thing I will say about Rockridge. Man,
Oh, Bull can't finish.
is
Had the smallest guy on the floor on him, and he couldn't finish at the rack.
I wanted to see if he was going to make that shot, but
And another, Conoco is going to get called for the reach, I do believe he is, and it's be 2 free throws coming. That's the first on him. First of the quarter on the Rockets. Jack Miller at the free throw line shooting 2.
what I was going to say about Rockridge is that their ball movement has been so good that even with Notre Dame playing that 1-2-2 press, they've been able to find some open looks, close looks at least.
Yeah, they got in a mismatch with Bull on Northery on Bull. As the second one is good. That's the first free throw made of the game with 47 seconds left for the Irish. Now Chase Wheatley gets it across. Tad Johnson says he thought it was tipped by the defense, and that's the reason why. I didn't think it got tipped, but he's able to go back and look at it faster than we are, so he's probably right.
That is true. Beauty of games on YouTube. You can back it up and then come back to live television if you want.
Chase Wheatley got the rebound, skip it across. Conoco.
I thought he was going to shoot it again.
8 seconds.
Nice pass.
Down low. Lehman's counted and a foul. Lehman's gets another bucket. He's got 6. Foul is on 12. It's his second. That's Kevin O'Donnell. Lehman's with the old-fashioned three-point play attempt. Off back iron, no good. And they're going to throw it out of bounds. And it's going to be with 6.7 seconds left as Kevin O'Donnell thought they were shooting 2.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I've never seen that in my life.
That hurts. Up top. 3 is good, and man, do they make them pay.
Oh, almost had it.
That was close, but guess what that means? It's a running clock the entire fourth quarter after that 3 from Conoco, and I don't know what else to say. He's got 8 of them in the game. We'll take a break. You're watching a Great Western Shootout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back here to the Great Western Shootout at Abington Avon High School in Abington, Illinois. About to say Avon, Illinois.
I did that yesterday, honestly.
And I'm Dwayne Hulett. Wyatt Reed's alongside, and Wyatt, this has been it's a 30-point game. It's been a fun game, though, just because of the stuff that's been going on.
Well, we're entertained. We've got a kid who's got 8 threes here in this one, and the only bucket that the only points that he has that are not because of threes are, well, when he was shooting a 3, and he got 3 free throws out of it.
And made all 3 of them.
Yep. I think
Miller for 3, off no good.
Jack Gronwald here at the Shootout. He has 30 points. That's the record for the day. But he's still out there. I think he wants it. See if they can get him open.
Sorry, go ahead.
And just try to see if they can get him open for a couple more. There he is.
Oh, he's going to try one. It's in and out, no good. He wants 30.
He does.
There's a steal. Wheatley goes. It's blocked. He wants another one. Wonder what the school record is. If they know something that we don't down there on the school record for Rockridge. Clock is running. 7 minutes left. .650 remaining. Wheatley has it. Back to Kamiko. That goes off of, there was never really a signal. Looks like it's going to be Rockridge basketball, though.
Sometimes you get those officials that don't call it. They just call it out by the.
He's going to loft up another one. That one's off, no good. He really does want another 3 for whatever reason.
30 points. Nice move right there.
Yes, it is. That was Jack Miller.
30 points is a big deal no matter what realm of basketball you're in. 30 points, though, here in the Great Western Holiday Tournament here, or the Great Western Shootout, excuse me, be pretty special, and I think that's why he's going for it.
A foul on the floor is going to be charged on Campbell, I believe. It is on Campbell.
And we saw Jack Gronwald for Farmington here, the second game of the day. He had 14 points at the half, and then he scored 16 points.
There it is. Nope, that was short.
Then he scored 16 points all by himself in the fourth quarter.
They're setting picks trying to get him a 3. That one's short. He's rushing it now. He needs to just settle in.
He is.
If you're going to leave him out there, Spinks gets a nice bucket again.
You know, Spinks, again, we mentioned it earlier. He is having a really good day. Too bad it's in a losing effort here for Notre Dame, but he's been very impressive here for the Irish. They certainly are trying to get him the ball.
And a traveling violation for Richard. Spinks has 11. He's the first player in double figures for the Irish. Under 5 minutes to go now. Into the corner. 3 on the way. It's good. That is Sean Graham for 3. They're still doing that 1-2-2. Wheatley will loft up a triple. It's off no good. And Conoco was over there wide open on the wing that time. That shot's partially blocked. Got the rebound himself and put it back up and in for Jack Miller. See, they're so concerned about getting that other 3, they've went away from the things that were working.
I was going to say, don't look now. Uh-oh.
That's short. Way too flat, rushing it too much.
I mean, it's still a tough hill to climb, but.
And another layup.
Here comes Notre Dame. They're down 19. 4 minutes to go. Timeout on the floor.
I mean, the clock's running, but if you're going to give up layups, it's going to not be good.
Yeah.
And you're lofting up triples that are ill-advised shots probably just so you could try to get that 3.
Yeah.
And you know that was the plan, obviously, when they came out, but I think you're going to see them come out of this timeout. Coach Harris is going to say, you know, we need to probably slow things down or at least get into our normal rhythm we had before.
Yeah, finish what you started kind of thing. I mean, you blink, all of a sudden it's down to a 19-point game. Yeah, a couple more baskets, and, Notre Dame's starting to get a little bit of momentum. Not saying that there's I mean, you never know. Basketball's a weird sport, and if you can't stop a team on a run, it can get ugly quick. We saw it in the JV game last night. Abingdon and or A-Town, excuse me, and Scales Mound. A-Town was up 16 in the second half and blew it. Lost by 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left. Wheatley's going to drive up top. Richard tries the triple, and he nails it.
Tell you, that timeout worked out perfectly. That just wanted to calm everybody down, say, hey, just let's play our game.
Let's get back. We were making all these. Richard stops on the sideline on a steal, and suddenly they've come to life again. Koniko is on the bench, though, so he's not going to get that 30 that he was looking for.
Yeah, I think some of those ill-advised shots might have gotten him taken out of this ball game.
Spinks with it again. Looks to step back. Now he's going to drive. But he has got some moves. Nice move, Ronnie Spinks.
Why is he on the bench?
He's not. He's playing.
Well, I mean, I know, but why didn't he start this game? Like, this kid's talented.
He's played pretty well. Lehman's with it.
Oh, nice move. Oh, they called a foul on him. I thought that was a clean pick.
Foul is on number 23, Ronnie Spinks, his first. Wheatley, the Landon variety. Lehman's. And they have started to use some of the shot clock here and try to get a little bit better basketball. Oh, what a crossover, hesitation, dribble, and a drive for Landon Wheatley. That was nice.
That was filthy right there. That was a great move, finding the open lane.
Heatherly. Spinks, hesitation on the 3, kicks it out.
Good pass.
Campbell for 3, it's off right and short. Landon Wheatley grabbed it and then lost his bounce, stepped out of bounds, 1:40 remaining. It has been all Irish here in this second half, though. Or fourth quarter, excuse me, second half of the second half. Whatever. Know what I mean, not what I say.
I know what you mean. I'm glad I'm not alone when I say stuff like that.
There's Campbell's shots off, no good.
Oh, well, he's back on the floor here, Kaneko. See if he gets another shot here with 70 seconds left.
And Spinks tipped it away, comes up with nice little reverse layup is up and in.
This kid is tremendous.
He's playing well. 54 seconds left.
He's just a sophomore, by the way.
That's probably why he's not starting.
That's probably why, but you need to get him some more minutes here for the Irish. He's gotten a lot here today in mop-up duty, and it's worked.
He's going to try it again, and he nails it.
There you go.
He just needed a little reset. Suddenly Bobby Knight comes to mind with the whole player meets bench. Player's butt meets bench. Player's butt contact player's brain.
Is he going to get another one to try to?
I don't think so. They won't shoot it again.
I don't know.
I don't think they'll shoot it again. They don't have to. Maybe they will, though.
Yeah. What a ball game, though.
9 threes and 3 free throws for Kaneko, and he is going to be the player of the game, I would imagine. And that's the ball game. 67-44, the final.
Second 30-point outburst. We had a 25-point game as well by Devin White in the Illini Bluffs game, so that was pretty special right there. Seeing some good offensive performances by a number of guys here today.
That's it. He needed the 9th one to get single-game record for Rockridge.
Oh, okay.
And I figured there was something like that going on.
Had to be something, yeah.
And that's what it was.
Because some of those shots just didn't make any sense in the fourth quarter, so.
No, but you sometimes when you're up big like that and you have a chance to get a kid a record, right, you take it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did there.
Well, and I think that when they took him, sat him down on the bench, said, hey, listen, you can get it. You just need to slow down, take a breather, take a drink, and get back out there and do your thing. You're rushing it. And, coach sat him down. They were able to come out, and he got the record. So a record-breaking day for the Rockets of Rockridge.
They only had 5 people score, 3 of them in double figures. They only shot 8 free throws, but they made 5 of them. 1 for 3 from the free throw line for the Irish and Notre Dame. The Irish led by Ronnie Spinks off the bench with 15 points, 7 points for Jack Miller, 6 of those in the fourth quarter. 5 points for Sean Graham, 6 points for Jack Campbell, 2 points, and 0 of 1 from the free throw line for Will Lynch. 3 points for Kevin O'Donnell, 4 points for Thatcher Hogan, and 2 points for Zach Nerthery. The game high and new record holder for three-pointers in a game for Rockridge is Caleb Kuniko. He had 30 points, was 9 threes, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He got fouled on a three-pointer.
Yep.
Landon Wheatley had 4. Balin Lehmans had 6. He was 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Wade Richard had 13. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 2 threes. And Landon Bull had 14 points. He had 3 threes. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As I said, they finished 5 of 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 threes in the game for the Rockets. That'll do it for this one. We'll take a break. We'll be back with West Hancock and Peoria Manual. That is a number 1 in Peoria Manual against number 8 West Hancock in 2A basketball. You're watching a Great Western Shootout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.